I'm going to bring you back to a time that most of us want to forget. The 7th grade. Yeah, I know. Gross. I think it's safe to say that everyone hated the 7th grade. Actually, everyone hated middle school, but not the point. It's 7th grade, and back then I biked to school because, I was a healthy kid and I liked being athletic. Yeah, not anymore. Again, not entirely the point. So I was just biking to school on my usual route. Nothing crazy happened. I would cross some street, go through a park, all good things. Until I crossed one street and I saw a dead squirrel. Yeah, that was not fun. Anyway, that's not the point of the story. I was biking down the street and just living my life like any other day until I get to a two-way stop. Let me just pause here for a second and say I've ridden this route all through 6th grade and to the present time of 7th grade. Okay, back to the story. I got to the two-way stop, but I didn't necessarily stop. Yeah, I know. I was being dumb. Not entirely the point here. Usually when I rode through this stop, there were no cars because it was in the middle of a neighborhood. But just this time, there had to be a car coming. Just my luck. So I get hit by the car, and I hit the ground. And when I realized what had just happened to me, I looked at the driver, who was in complete shock because he had just hit a 13-year-old kid with his car. So I look at him, and I say, "Oh, I'm so sorry," because technically it was my fault. But I also said, "Is your car okay?" After I said that, he had to stop himself from laughing from what I had just said. I mean, if I was him and some kid had said that to me, I would have laughed a little bit, but then went right back into shock. But that's just me. So the guy hit me, and I say sorry, like a true Canadian. I'm only 10%, but still. So this woman happens to be on the sidewalk on the corner and calls 911. And when she does, an ambulance, 2 fire trucks, 5 motorcycle policemen, and 2 police cars arrive on the scene. Side note, I'm not exaggerating. There were actually this many people who came. It was pretty crazy. Back to the story. So they all arrive and they look pretty worried because they don't know how badly I'm injured, and they see the car and the bike 10 feet away. So they come and check on me. And the EMS guy comes up to me, asks where I'm hurting and if I have any injuries. And all I can do is ask, "Hey, can I go to school and come right back? I have a test today and I studied really hard. I can come right back." And all he can do is just look at me and laugh a little bit. I can only imagine what he was thinking. Did this kid really just ask if he could leave and then come back? So obviously he let me leave because he knew that I studied hard. I'm joking. I wish. So he goes and checks out if I have any injuries and all that, and I was fine. Side note, my butt really hurt, but I was too nervous to say my butt hurts to the guy. So I just stared at him and just stared blankly. So he's like, "All right, you're fine. You can go home." So the point of the story is, look both ways, kids, and stop at the stop signs. So my comedic influences were Gabriel Iglesias and Michael Blaustein. I just really liked their style of comedy. I had been watching Gabriel for a while, and I just really liked his method of storytelling and how he added his comedy into it. And I liked Michael's comedy because it was similar to my style of humor, and it always made me laugh. And I have an additional influence of The Odd Ones Out, which is the illustration and kind of animation style that I used in my video.